All right. What's up, guys? Let me pause that real quick. All right. What's up, guys? This is officially the first episode of the Friday Special Podcast. I'm your host, Friday, aka 1K, aka the Visionary. And today I got my boy, best friend right here, one of my real good friends, Just Keem. He's an artist,
Yeah.
you know. Dude is such a good dude, down to earth. This podcast is gonna be all about uh having real people on, talking about real things, straight down to earth. So
Facts.
without further ado, I'm gonna have him introduce himself.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm just Keem. I don't know how to run after that, but yeah, you can check me out on Instagram _Jakeem or your Apple Music platform, SoundCloud, all of that good stuff. Spotify, just Keem. Uh, Beautiful experience. Album dropping November 30th. So just get at me when you can. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Album dropping soon. Definitely gonna show love and support to that. So definitely gonna link that in the bio. So make sure you look down for that. All right. Without further ado, today we're gonna be talking about some deep shit, deep stuff. Cause life is full of deep things. But today the highlight is gonna be around relationships. So I'm gonna be asking my man some questions, and we're gonna get down into it. Ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, bet. So first question for you: what is the biggest mistake you feel like you made in a relationship?
Mm. I think that the biggest mistake I made in a relationship, which is really recent, I just made this
Mm-hmm.
mistake, is probably not taking somebody's feelings into consideration. Like putting their feelings above my own, me being a man too prideful to, let them know actually how I feel and probably not treating a person with respect. I had a little situation with my girl that was actually my world, like a real one. About to die, like one in a million, gift from God type stuff, and that's a lot about what my album is gonna be talking about. But I just messed it up, man. I didn't take into consideration of the things I should have been taken care of. I don't know why men feel like they can start off strong in the beginning and then get complacent. So that's probably another big mistake that I made: complacency. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to say real quick, we don't judge nobody. You know, nobody is perfect. We all have made mistakes in our life at some
Facts.
point. So no matter what is said, you know, we're here to learn, we're here to grow. So that's why we're asking these questions. We're not trying to throw nobody under the bus and stuff like that. Take note, and learn from this. Learn something. That's what this is all about. So, do you wish that you could fix it?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Uh, it's like I don't think that I wouldn't be trying so hard to do what I'm doing right now if I didn't want to fix it. That's
Mm-hmm.
a good question. Yeah, I wish I could fix it. Most definitely. That really got me. That was a good question, man. Yeah, yeah. I wish I could fix it.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay. So if you had a time machine, right? If you could go back and fix something, what do you think? What do you think you would go back and try to fix?
Relating to this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, if I had a time machine, I'd probably go back in time and like slap the shit out of myself,
Feel that?
or be like, bro, wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is the woman that you prayed for. This is the woman that you worked so hard for. This is the
Mm-hmm.
woman that you dodged other women for.
Mm-hmm.
She the reason why you where you standing on your 2 feet today.
Mm-hmm.
Like she made me feel complete, whole. Like that was my rock, my foundation. And without a foundation, everything gone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd definitely stop myself. And I, knowing what I know now, yeah, I'd be like, hey man, chill out, bro. It's not that deep. It's too much to have too much pride.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Feel
what you've
that.
been working for so hard, and to know that it could be ended all in a couple of words. If
Mm-hmm.
I could go back in time, heck yeah, I would change that for sure.
Definitely feel that. I've definitely been in a point in my life where I made decisions um that at the time,
It felt right.
it felt right, or at the time, I'm gonna do that. At the time felt like um
Things were needed to say.
yeah, I felt like I needed to say this or needed to
Yeah,
say that, or I was just
yeah.
acting out of, how I felt in the moment.
That's a
And
childish
yeah.
thing, like mindset. Not saying that what you got
No,
is
no,
a
no,
childish
no,
mindset,
no,
but
no.
that was, like it's growth needed, and then I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure you're not like that no more.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I definitely regret saying how I said it, saying
Mm-hmm.
what I said.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember just a little quick story time. So, one time I was with my ex and I said something. I forgot what it was, but in the moment, I felt like I was right. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
felt like, you know, I was only thinking about myself in this situation.
Mhm.
You know, and it's hard to admit that afterwards, even now. But it comes with a lot of growth.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure.
When things happen in a relationship, you often a lot of times you see people want to point the finger or want to sit here and get
Blame.
upset
Yeah,
at their ex or want to cut them off or whatever, but they never sit back and think, what did I do
yeah,
wrong,
yeah. That's deep. That's deep. Because it takes a strong person to be like,
Mhm.
yeah, you did this and all that, but it takes a strong man, strong woman to be like, let me be accountable for the things that I did and for the things that I
Yeah,
said
that's real.
and stuff.
That's
I
facts.
know we're in the middle of a podcast, but I can get that charger from me.
Well, oh, that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro. My fault, man.
Well, you good.
Appreciate it, Slime. My fault, bro.
You good. You good. Y'all don't laugh because this is the first podcast, so we getting the bugs out. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's a learning
trying to be
experience.
as professional as we
Yeah. So
can.
go ahead, and shut up. Anyway, back to the conversation. Uh, it's a good conversation. About what I was saying. You ever lose your train of thought and then you be like, man, I was about to say something good.
Yeah, yeah. Like you was about to niche on. I probably shouldn't have cut you
Mm.
off the way I did.
No,
My
you
bad,
good.
folks.
You good. I was like, man, I'm about to say something good. And then I just
This
mess up.
charger ain't even doing nothing. Go ahead, bro. Do
But
your thing.
nah, that's what I was about to say. So I was about to say that a lot of times, when people separate, they always want to point the finger, but it takes a really, wise person to sit here and say, even if that person was in the wrong for a lot of things that they did, you know, it takes two to tango.
Oh yeah.
So you always got to sit here and look at, yeah, they might have been wrong in what they did, but how could I have handled myself
Right.
better in the situation?
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of growth to be found in that because you really take responsibility for your own actions instead of pointing the finger all
Yeah,
the
that's big
time.
facts. That's big facts.
So moving on, you know what I'm saying? So do you feel like you'll actually ever change your
Oh
behaviors and stuff like that?
yeah, like right now, so this happened like maybe
Mm-hmm.
a week ago. No, excuse me, like 2 weeks ago. and some change. And honestly, when you an hour an hour without the person that you truly know you're supposed to be with, and you have
Mm-hmm.
a feeling, you know, like God is like, yeah, this is yours.
Mm-hmm.
An hour feel like damn near a year. It's just something about time that really slow down when you're not with the person that makes time move
Mm-hmm.
faster. Like it feel like a piece of my rib was missing. Like my support system was
Yeah.
gone.
That's love for
Yeah,
real.
man. Like I loved her, and the crazy thing is, some of the people that you love the most can hurt you the most because you're so close to them.
Mm-hmm.
They got so much access to you, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all create that bond. But
It's facts.
yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with taking ownership and being
Mm-hmm.
accountable for the things that you did wrong.
That's facts. That's facts. A lot of people don't be really understanding the fact that like they all a lot of people say like why do the people that you love the most or the people that you care about the most, hurt you the most?
Yeah.
The answer is quite simple. It's because they're the closest to you.
Right. Yeah.
When you let somebody in so much so you subconsciously, unintentionally, give them
Too
that
much.
power,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, to also hurt your feelings maybe in a
Yeah.
way, because it's so close, because
Right.
you're so cool with them or so locked in, you just start to expect, certain things where it's like, you might whether it be any relationship, you're supposed to be my friend, you're supposed to be my girlfriend, you know, like I expect at least this from you. So
Right. Right. And I think another thing. I'm sorry to
no, you good, you
cut
good.
you off, but expectations will kill you. Don't go into a
Facts.
relationship expecting anything. Like it's okay to go in a relationship and expect the small things, but don't expect nothing big unless they brought it to your attention that, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing that. Like we all grown here and we all mature about how we supposed to be handling
Mm-hmm.
things. But don't expect nothing if they ain't willingly come out. Let me say that again. Don't expect anything unless they willingly come out and tell you, hey, you ain't gotta expect this because I'm gonna be doing it, type stuff. And I think what my fault was,
Mm-hmm.
I said I was gonna be doing too much, and I didn't keep my word a portion of the time on stuff. And when I realized it was getting too late, that's when I was like, okay, I got to keep my word on this and word on
Mm-hmm.
that. And honestly, I shouldn't be in the situation that I am in now, but
Mm-hmm.
let's be real, I can't change it. I can
Facts.
only just improve.
Facts. Yeah, um being about your word, I feel like
That's a lot.
that's a
It's a
lot.
lot of
Like when
responsibility.
you ain't got nothing else, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you gotta
Like
have
you ain't
your
got no
word.
money in the bank account, you ain't got no food, no clothes.
Right,
At the very least, you
having
can
your
have
word.
confidence in,
Having your word.
being a man of your word or being a woman of your word. You know, saying that you're gonna do something and then doing it. You can derive a lot of confidence from that. Just doing what it is that you said you was gonna do or
Right.
set out, to do. People respect you
Yeah, yeah.
when you stick by your word. You can't respect nobody if they always saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that," and then they, doing the other thing.
Right.
So that's definitely an important thing. So what do you feel like really like love means to you though?
That's really crazy you asked me that because I had just like
Mm-hmm.
explained that to one of my homies who was doing the same thing that I'm doing, and I hope that a lot of people listen to me and be like, take a heed of what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. But I think love is like a garden, and I learned this from my father,
Mm.
and I learned it through a firsthand experience. Love is like a garden, and a man has to go out there. If you're trying to plant a garden, he got to find good soil, and good
Mm.
soil represents a woman. And then once he finds her, he got to plant. He got to plant like his seed, not like on no baby stuff, but he got to
Mm-hmm.
plant his seed, like let her know that he likes her and
Mm.
talk to her. and
Wow.
and then while he's doing this, he's got to water her so she can grow these feelings for him. And while he's doing that, there's a bunch of obstacles that's happening. You got to take into consideration of weather, bad weeds, bad people, bad energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like covering all the basic stuff, letting her know that you thinking about her, you giving her your information, she giving you your information back,
Mhm.
and then you start nurturing her, and she starts nurturing you. That's
Yeah.
that watering
Yeah.
method. And then fast forward to the part where y'all actually in a relationship, she
Mhm.
has to grow, and you gotta grow with her. And
Mhm.
at the end of the day, when she's finally grown, you gotta put her in that sun, so she can shine. Just how you did all the things that you were supposed to do to help her shine.
Mhm.
And whenever you do get hungry, you can eat her fruits that she produced, aka being in a garden. You teach a man how to fish, he'll live forever. You teach a man how to grow a garden, he'll live forever. But if you give him something, he ain't gonna really value and appreciate it.
That's facts.
Like, you remember when people used to be like on TikTok, like, "Hey, dang girl, you a snack." You know what I'm saying? Like, or you a full course meal.
Yeah.
You know how long a snack lasts?
A snack.
Yeah, like a snack
Y'all over
lasts.
there was talking about
Snacks, bro.
people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all over there that was talking about, oh, she a snack, bro.
Yeah,
You know, that snack gone.
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, continue. My bad. Go
But a
ahead.
snack only lasts for like 30 minutes in your stomach.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think that the woman I had was a garden because she could last a whole lifetime.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay. Listen, listen. You don't want a snack. You want a garden.
yeah, you want a whole
That's really,
garden,
man.
a
That's
greenhouse,
that's
if you will.
deep.
Yeah, man.
That is deep. I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember that whole, that time where I don't really hear nobody say it anymore, but everybody was talking about, oh yeah, she a
She
snack,
snack. Yeah, I remember that.
or she this and she that.
Facts.
It's like, man, like a snack lasts you about 30 minutes,
Right. If that.
if that,
Yeah, because I'd be
but
hungry.
exactly. If you know me,
uh,
you know I
I
mess
could
up some
eat.
snacks. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
but
But
nah,
that garden,
hit
not
different,
not
man.
a full course meal, not dinner, not lunch, not any of that. A garden,
Yeah,
a garden continuously produces
yeah.
fruit,
And it's healthier for you. And so,
and
like,
it's
it's so
better
many
for you.
benefits for being, bruh. You making me reminisce, man. But yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy. That
it's
I
crazy.
really love like analogies like that.
Yeah,
Anytime you can take a situation or a word and really,
paint like imagery and stuff
yeah,
like that.
paint a picture,
Yeah,
and apply it to something that we deal with in everyday life, or apply it to something that you can connect to.
right.
I feel like it helps people better understand like where you're coming from,
Facts, facts.
and helps you, not even helps you, not it displays, the depth of your mind, and how
Yeah,
you can look at something that is supposed to be so simple and add so much depth to it.
yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing. So, in your opinion,
Yeah.
you know, do you feel like men hold the power in the relationships?
Yeah, I feel like men hold too. They think they hold too much power.
Mm,
Probably the wrong type of power. Like,
okay, I will elaborate on that.
let's be real. Men hold power
Mm-hmm.
in a relationship, but that's to a certain extent. Like, if your woman's asking you where you want to go eat at,
Mm-hmm.
and she indecisive and really don't know, okay, then that's when you got the power.
Mm-hmm.
But if you making a harsh decision for both of y'all, you still have to take her feelings into consideration,
Facts.
and that power is gonna get reduced ever so often. And then
Mm-hmm.
if I'm being real, women really have the power, but they just want somebody to lead. Like, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I've never met a woman that want to lead themselves, especially nowadays. Now people are like empowering women lead, and I ain't got no offense towards that.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking for me and my ex girl that I still want to continue something with, and
Mm-hmm.
I pray it's gonna work. I can only do just work, but I was the guy that had power, but I shared
Mm.
it, and,
Yeah.
and she shared it right back in a circumstance of, like, if we doing something, okay, I'm gonna put this down and she gonna put this down,
Mm-hmm.
and now we both collectively doing something that's gonna rock.
Mm-hmm.
I was putting 50 cents in, she was putting 50 cents in. Okay, we got a whole dollar type stuff.
Okay. Yeah. And for those people that think that, I know there's gonna be people that's gonna be like, oh, Power, like
Yeah,
that word holds a lot of weight,
it does.
and
Too much.
sometimes maybe even a bad connotation with it. But when someone has the power in a relationship, it does not mean that that relationship is run like a dictatorship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not, and I feel like people view it that way, and some people do actually run, or want their relationships like that, but that's not what we mean when we say power. You know, when an individual has power in a relationship, you know, and they're using that to lead, that doesn't mean that if the other individual says something, you sit here and throw what they feel like in the garbage. You know, you take things into consideration, you listen, and then you take action. You know, that person that is going to make the first step towards whatever it is that needs to be done is the individual that is leading, the individual that has the power. And you cannot lead without listening. You cannot lead without listening. So you know how it feels when someone's in a relationship and they're trying to control you.
Yeah, you do.
Having control, and someone having, the pants or power in a relationship is not necessarily the same thing. So I just wanted to clear that up for the audience. So why do you why do you feel like you did what you did, whatever it is that you did that ended?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was in a situation where we was having an argument, and I was trying to reconcile her feelings and like,
Uh-huh.
reassure her feelings. And what happened was while I was trying to like reassure her feelings,
Mm-hmm.
I kept getting like misconstrued.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would say something, and I'd be like, "No, that's not what I mean." And then while me trying to reassure her, she kept asking over and over the same
Mm.
thing that I was reassuring,
Yeah.
and I was getting upset. And I was like, "Why are you, like going back? We doing a roller coaster?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you want to you." In my at the time, it was like, "Damn, it's like I'm trying to fix this, but you want to go around and around and around."
Mm-hmm.
It's like we in a turnpike or going on a highway, and we know what exit we're supposed to get off, but you want to keep driving,
Mm-hmm.
and you telling me you want to go home. Okay, I'm trying to take you home, but I can't take you home. You don't let me get off this exit type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Got to get
that
off
was
that exit.
that exactly. That was at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand that I was just being prideful, and I was mad because she wanted me to explain it better. If I had opportunity, now I would definitely do such. But at that time, that's all she can remember is how I was being disrespectful and talking to her. Don't get it twisted. I ain't do nothing wrong, like majorly. But at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, them small things add up. After so much time of you doing something small and you disappointed, it's gonna add
It's
and it's gonna
true.
get bottled up. And then that next decision that you do, that's gonna. I was talking to her like she was my girl, man. I was really talking to her like she was just another nigga on the street,
Mm-hmm.
and I should have never did that. And if I ever get a chance, which I pray to God, I trust Him so much that I
Mm-hmm.
believe I will get another chance. I'm gonna make it right because I'm not gonna give up on something that I worked so hard on. Yeah, granted, I'm not gonna dismiss what I did,
Mm-hmm.
but I understood what I did, and I have a reason why I did it. But that reason is not plausible, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna stop me from still pursuing her. So if she
Mm-hmm.
out there and she watching this, which I hope she is, man.
Hey, hopefully you watching.
Yeah, I hope you can realize that.
Give my man a chance.
I don't want to come off
Nah, I'm
like,
just playing. I'm just playing.
but yeah, man.
Give me
Lex,
one
if
more
if you
chance.
are watching this, yeah, I'm gonna drop her name, man.
That's
That's
tough.
my girl.
So two things that I want to bounce off of what he was saying. Number one, I feel like all that boils down to or relates to communication. Communication
Key.
is key.
Yeah, it's big key.
It's something that sounds so simple, yet it's so very complex.
Oh, for real.
It sounds easy to be like, oh, just communicate or just talk about it. But in the reality of it is, sometimes you ain't gonna want to talk about it. Sometimes, they're gonna want to talk about it and you're not gonna want to talk about it. Sometimes you just gonna want them to be quiet and stop talking. Even though, you should probably listen. You know,
You said like 5 times.
my bad. Listen.
Yeah.
I
Boy,
was
you
about
my dog, bro.
yeah. Oh, for those that don't know, this is my boy Ja.
Yeah, come
Hop in
here.
the thing.
Here, Joe,
Yeah,
you can sit right here, bro.
he
I gotta
came
look
in
for something.
here about like 2 minutes ago. He's gonna talk on the pod too. This is It's not really a hard interview. It's kind of just us talking. So go ahead and introduce yourself and then
Well, my
hop
name is,
into it.
I don't know how close this thing is.
That's
So,
good.
my name is Ja. Nice to meet y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Be safe. God bless. Hope you enjoy the video.
Hey man.
And so um just to keep along with what everybody was saying, just that communication is key. I think hand in hand, communication and comprehension, because
Ooh yeah.
you could communicate all you want, but if that person doesn't understand, then it'll be hard for your communication to work effectively. But
Preaching right now.
also, just on top of what I've heard a little bit in the conversation, like you said, it boiled down to communication. I think it also boils down to a little bit of emotional maturity and consideration, because I was in a
Definitely.
situation, just based off just a little bit of what I heard, I was in a situation like that, to where I wasn't emotionally mature. I didn't know how to communicate, and then I didn't know how to understand what my partner was saying to me. So, um, yeah, it's just a learning experience. It takes time, and you want to be able, first things first, you want to be able to, you want to grow for that person. And regardless if you say that, oh, I want to grow for myself and I want to be better for me and this, that, and the third, like it, you will tell yourself that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should want to do that. But in all reality, in your gut and in your heart, you're going to want to grow for that person so they can see that change. They can see that you value them. You can see, they can see that you are being considerate of them. You're being considerate of their emotions. You're being considerate of how they feel, and just the things that they do for you, that you respond to in a positive way, so that it circles more positivity and effective communication, effective comprehension, and you just continue to propel forward together.
Definitely some words of wisdom. You know, over here, y'all don't know, but we young, but we wise with it. So come over here. But anyway, something else I was wanting to say, because he mentioned earlier about how I forgot what exactly he said, but it has something to do with intention. So I just wanted to say, intentions are,
It's red.
mm-hmm,
That's a mug, man. Like
mm-hmm,
that's so real. You could say something, and in your head, with around your friends, they know what you mean.
mm-hmm,
But with your girl, she take. It's not that she take everything deep, but how they feel overrides what your intentions was meaning.
mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I could be like, "Dang, you look nice in that dress," but I like the green one better. And she
Yeah.
would be like, "Why you don't like this one?" Type stuff, and I'm like, "Nah, I
Mm-hmm.
still like it, but I like the green one better." And now your intentions is misconstrued, type stuff.
Facts. Sometimes you have good intentions when you do things. I think a lot of times people have good intentions when they do things. However, intention is just intention.
Right.
That's all it is. Good
Right.
intention is simply just good intention. Without proper execution, it can come across horribly. You know, how many times can you think about y'all? How many times can y'all think about the times when you had really good intentions when you did something, but the way you did it, resulted in a disaster, or someone getting their feelings hurt, or some along those lines. So good execution with good intention. Remember that.
That's some deep stuff. Well, it's not deep. I'm gonna be off camera, and that's okay. But just touch on that attention stuff, like, because as you said, you can have the right intentions and not act upon it, and it can still
Right.
end up in a disaster. So like you can, like, let's say you and your partner. I'm only saying partner because I don't know what y'all into. I ain't gonna talk about me, but like, why is that funny?
Nah, you just funny, Joe.
I'm thinking too deep.
Yeah.
No. This is what this is all about. Give me the movie camera so it gets out there.
Hold on, I don't think they can hear you. Say that one more time. You said this is what it's all about, being deep and stuff. I get that. And Joe, you on something, so keep going, bro.
All right, so as I was saying, just that you can, like, for example, let's say your intention is give to not get your partner some food because you're not sure what they gonna order.
Mm.
But in all reality is you didn't get them no food. You got yourself something, and it's just like,
Now it
well,
seems selfish.
yeah, now it seems
Yeah.
selfish of, oh, you ain't get me nothing, you ain't think about me. I did think
Whole
about you.
time you
I didn't want to
thinking.
get the wrong thing, and you be mad, and
Now
then you
you
feel as
wasting
if
money and stuff.
not even wasting money. Now your partner feel as if you don't know them,
Yeah.
and they feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And it's like, no,
Men.
my intention was I didn't know what you wanted, so I decided to not get anything, and just we can go back and get something else, or like I get something that you actually want.
That's why I think like. That's why I think like men. Hey, you could. My bad. Never mind.
No, you good.
That's why I think men are like heavy logical thinkers, and even though we logical thinkers, women are very emotional, and ain't nothing wrong with that because men have a tendency of not being emotional enough. So, and I'm sorry we filming this in
Yo, we filming this in the room, you know what I'm saying? But this is the we just
That's
doing
where
what
it
it do.
happens.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's
This is
where
where the magic happens.
it's where we talk out our problems and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we just
no magic happens.
no magic happens. It ain't like that. Stop thinking like that. Get your mind out the gutter.
No magic happens in here. It's just like a good little
It's an open space.
guest vibe room type of thing that me and my friends come to. I low key call this a little cool game room because we just put a bunch of stuff on the wall and I just appreciate each other and have deep conversation. But what's the next question, bro?
Oh yeah. That was a little off track there. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, so
I don't think it would.
nah, it shouldn't. Hopefully not.
No, you straight. You straight.
Good. All right, so what do you feel like you learn from her, the relationship? Just what do you feel like you learn?
Put your pride aside.
Mm.
Put your pride aside, and
Say that again, just so they can hear.
man, put your pride aside.
Mm-hmm.
If you really love somebody, you're gonna change, and make sure that they see that change too for the betterment of y'all. Another thing that I learned is take your time.
Mm.
Don't try to
Say that again.
take your time. You can't please everyone, but the one person you're supposed to please, make sure that you go all out and appreciate them. Really, like I could say that I appreciated my girl, but my actions wasn't reflecting it. They reflected it sometimes, especially in the beginning, but now that I think about it, I could have did so much better. And if I ever had a chance of redoing it,
Certainly.
I wouldn't let up. It'd be nothing but that 25-8. Forget it 24/7. That's 25-8. She was real. She kept it real from the jump. She was my 92 plus 8. And I think I provided the 8. She provided the whole 92. So now that, don't get me wrong, we still talk. But she in her own bag right now. And I can't do nothing to like influence her to come back to me. I just gotta hope and pray, and hope that she see the changes that I made to myself to get back to where we used to be. That's my goal right there. So
Okay. So you said
Sorry to cut you
no,
off.
you good.
Don't downplay yourself, bro, because I'm sure you've done a lot of things that a lot of other men would not have done for that woman.
I
So
agree.
don't downplay yourself. Keep the good stuff, but recognize the bad things as well. You say you provided the 8. I think that's bullshit. You probably provide. It may have been 60-40 for both of y'all on some days. Wherever she wasn't feeling herself, you picked it up. Whenever she needed you, you was there. Whenever she needed advice or just anything, you was there. You was the man, and you led. And I've learned a lot of stuff from you through my personal experiences. So, like, just with the woman that I had, I learned how to be more considerate. I learned how to be more um I learned how to be an active listener, how to pay attention to what she said, remember what she says, and know how to lead. You taught me some characteristics of a leader when it came to, hey babe, let's go do this, or hey, I got this plan, or let's say we got this trip coming along. She just kind of sat there and let you do everything, and you took charge of it. And you took charge of it, and you did what you had to do. Like, that's stuff that, for one, I was never taught. And I was shown it, but I was shown the wrong way. I wasn't
think
shown in a considerate way.
I think I appreciate you saying that, bro, because
So,
I'm really beating myself up right now,
mhm.
and I'm doing a good job of like hiding the emotion and just being real. But honestly, like I've been up crying about this. Don't look at me and be like, oh, this is soft ass nigga. But if I'm
Jesus
being
Christ, bro,
real,
you straight.
yeah, if I'm being real, like I did do a lot. I did do a lot for her that I never done for nobody else. And I think since we going through a hard time, the hard stuff is being seen first. It's like a video game when you can see their strengthness and their weakness, but the weakness box is way bigger. So you look at that first. Like you look at the character, and you like, oh, they fast, but they get tired real easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that. And although I did a lot to like make sure that we was in the perfect standings, I took a lot of leadership roles. Right now, she's in the way of feeling like what I did was such a vital and big thing, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think that she ever forgot about the good things I did do because obviously the good definitely outweighs the bad. But what she taught me is once you do that bad thing, it overrides the good. The good is still there,
Mm-hmm.
but that bad thing is still in the back of their mind. It's easy to be in a job and a coworker tell you all the good things you do. But when you hear that one bad thing, that's gonna stay in your head, and now you want to improve on that.
Yeah.
It overrides all the good things that they just said about you. Like, yeah, Ja, he a good dude, but he show up late. So now Ja is like, okay, I know I show up late. I got to show up early on time and stuff like that. So these people cannot say this about me.
Mm-hmm.
And although we're not supposed to be caring what they say, when you got a partner, you're supposed to be caring what they say.
Mm-hmm.
But
So I just want to say real quick. First of all, I appreciate this man right here because he always come with
them
an
words, bro.
alternative perspective, and it's always facts. We've been sitting here talking about what we were doing stuff wrong and stuff like that, but no matter what you did, you can't constantly beat yourself up. This is
Yeah,
supposed to
can't
be
always be
about
right.
facts. This is supposed to be about constructive criticism, not just criticism.
Yeah,
You can't constructively criticize somebody without also highlighting the things that they did correctly.
right.
You know, and I promise at some point I'm gonna stop saying we gonna get there,
Yeah,
but
well, you
I'm not
working on
there
it,
right
bro. You
now. I
working
keep
on it,
saying
bro.
that. I keep saying
You
that,
know,
but I'm gonna try to stop
you
saying
know.
that.
But
But yeah, constructive criticism.
yeah, are you gonna tell me what the next question is? You
Yeah, the
know,
next question. Next question. This is the last question. But do you still love her?
man, bro. I don't think that's a real question. I think the things that I do still show that I love her. I still text her good morning. I still do the small
Are
things that
you
I
telling me that the actions are saying how you feel?
yeah. My actions are saying how I feel. I still do love her. And if she was to call me right now,
Mm-hmm.
like before this interview, she called me and remember me and you stopped it. We was about to record and I
Mm-hmm.
stopped it and I was like, hold, let me get this real quick. Like now she takes a priority over anybody except for God. But right under right under
Thank
my,
God.
my Lord and Savior
Mhm.
is her, and
Thank
then it's
God.
my mom, then it's me. Like I put myself under that because I do value her. But yeah, I still love her, man. Like I think today I just ordered her some flowers because she just had like some surgery, getting her tonsils removed, and she not feeling too well.
Mhm.
And even though we going through this, I'm gonna still make sure my actions portray that I still love her. I'm fighting as hard as I can, man, and it's hard. It's really hard, and it should have never got to this point.
Mhm.
And although we at this point, I don't think that things are over because I know I can jump back from this. It's like when you take a step back and you looking at your goal, you take a step backwards. You still know where your intentions and where you want to be.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna keep moving forward. Yeah, I'm gonna fall again. I'm gonna fall a couple more times, but I'd rather fall with her because when I do fall,
Mhm.
she was always there to pick me up. And whenever she fell, I wasn't just there to pick her up. I was there to pick her up, dust her shoulders off, tie her shoes, and be like, "Let's go. You get in front of me. Now you leading, and I'm right behind you. So if you do fall, I can
Mhm.
catch you." Type stuff.
Mhm.
So I do still love her to this day. I still talk to her every day, and my heart still is like hurting for her. Um, Actually, most of the music that I have in my album is about this girl, but I
Mhm.
do a really good job of like having subliminal imagery and messages and stuff,
Mhm.
and I make it relatable to other
Yeah, for
people that
sure.
can understand what they're going through.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I don't think that's a real question because I know damn well I love her. Go ahead, John. I know you got something to say.
I did not mean to cut you off,
No, you straight, bro.
but personally, this is just me. I think you're more so hurt over the principle rather than what you actually did. Yeah, what you did hurt, which is, you already said that, so we need to touch over that. But what I'm saying is, it's just more so the fact of the way that I acted towards my woman, rather than it's more so like I say I love this woman, right? I love her, I care for her. She loves and cares for me. We both equally spend time, money, effort, energy, all of that stuff with each other. So it's just like I say that I love this person, and then for me to hurt them is disrespecting the love that I have for them. So I think it's more so, well, at least from both perspectives, from you and hers, is that she is hurt about, dang, this man loves me and I love him, and he hurt me like this. So the hurt is carrying the emotions, and the hurt is carrying over everything right now.
I'm gonna keep doing that, bro.
Hey man, it's funny.
I love you.
So like
Good.
that's, I think that is what's bothering both of y'all and causing the most confliction and confusion,
Yeah.
because that love is still there. If she ain't love you, bro, you would know.
Yeah, she wouldn't
It,
be talking to me
she
type
wouldn't be
stuff.
talking to you. She wouldn't be
Yeah.
texting you. Even if she doesn't respond back to your good morning, she still reads, and I know it still brings some warmth to her heart,
Yeah.
because it's not Jakeem gave up.
Yeah.
It ain't like, oh, we hit a
Which
rough
I ain't
patch.
never gonna do. I'm not no quitter.
Exactly. So it ain't like, oh, we hit a rough patch, and now that it's so rough to where we just gonna stop because it got this bad. No, some people, like a lot of people, recover from way worse. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, no, most definitely. Because ironically, I was just telling my mom, and she was like, "You gotta look at relationships like the human body. When you break something, it's gonna hurt. You gonna remember when you broke it, and that recovery time, it's gonna grow back to how it used to be. So let's say I break a bone, I break that bone. Now I'm in recovery. Now I'm doing everything I can to mitigate thinking about me breaking that. I'm thinking about the things that I'm gonna do when I do get healed.
Right.
And when you get healed, you appreciate the struggle that you went through of being hurt because you learn from it. Now, what you learn from it is a different aspect, but I think that I honestly don't know if she gonna come around, and I pray she do. But I'm not. That's not gonna stop me from doing what I'm gonna do to make sure I let her know that I love her so much that we can get through this. I'm gonna make a quick message for women, but if you got a good dude on your hands and he not acting how he should be or not treating you how he should be, don't give up on him. My girl ain't never gave up on me. She just had enough. I don't think she felt like she could do anything more. And I hate to say that it had to come to me and her breaking up for me to learn something,
Yeah.
but that is what it is. And most men have to go through that. But women, if you got a dude and you noticing he ain't been the same since it was in the beginning, tell him that he being complacent. Really sit him down and be like, look, you was doing this from the jump, and I don't like the way you changed. You was perfectly fine. Now you're making this change, and it's not what was needed. Either we can change together, or you can fix this problem. But don't leave him in the mud. Help him out. He might not know what to do because, like me, it's been a grip, like a fat minute since I've been in a relationship, and I forgot how to do certain stuff. And instead of me being like, "Well, show me how to do this, that, and the other," she was always nice enough to be like, "Okay, then let's do this. Let's work on that together." And now it's a lot harder now that she's not in the picture. But that picture frame ain't broken. That picture ain't even taken out. The picture's just turned around right now. We gonna turn it back over. We gonna flip it back.
Sure.
And hopefully on the next episode, I'm gonna be talking about how good.
Yeah, hopefully on the next episode, you know what I'm saying, we talk about.
Yeah, no. Claim that on the next episode.
See, this is why I like these. This is why I like these dudes. Like,
yeah.
Good group of men right
On
here.
the next episode, you gotta speak that into existence. Like
on the next episode,
when I'm back with my girl.
It will be so.
On the next episode, when I'm back with my
She might pull up.
love of my life. Yeah, she might be on the next episode, and that's her texting me right now. But
I also want to say something real quick.
Hold on, bro. She just texted me right now. I gotta go respond.
No,
to
you
this.
good. My man going to handle his business, but
yeah, business man.
Business man. You know what I'm saying. For those out there in a relationship, you know, or exiting a relationship, or whatever the case may be, no matter what happened or how it happened, whether you were wrong, they were wrong, don't be desperate. Don't ever be desperate to have someone come back or have a relationship that you lost um, come back to you. You know, so much so to the point where you feel like you can't function without that other person there. You know, Keem, he's a good dude. You know, whether he's in a relationship, out of a relationship, he's dedicated to being the best version of himself regardless. You know, so many people, they get caught up on, you know, I need to do this or do that, you know, so that this person stays. It's not like that. You know, if someone is meant to be in your life, then they'll be there. Now, obviously, you got to put in work because relationships are work. But if someone is meant to be there, they will be there. Don't force it. Don't go against nothing. Like, just let it happen how it's gonna happen. So,
on top of that, I would say, like, that is true what you're saying, but I think what my boy is saying here is don't be desperate, like looking like you want it to happen so bad. Now, what I'm saying is put your own work into it. You want to make sure that whoever you're trying to get back or improve for and everything like that, because you can say it's going to be yourself 100 times out of 10. 100 times out of 10 is crazy, but 10 times out of 10 or even 9 times out of 10, like, you're going to want to improve to be better for that person. If you were in the wrong, or even if they were in the wrong, because you're going to wonder yourself. You're going to wonder, have a little bit of self-doubt of, what did I do to make them be this way? How can I be better so they're not this way? Or what can I do to get this person back because I was wrong? So I don't think that whatever it is that anybody's going out through in this world is not to be desperate, but also be considerate enough to put your own work in, because if you want to be better for that person, you're going to put in the work to be better for that person. From my own personal experience, like, I didn't know, I'm still learning how to be emotionally, like, available or to validate feelings and stuff like that. We as men, when we hear a problem, we solve it. And a woman, they know what the issue is. If a woman go the whole day eating just a bag of chips and some water and she got a headache, she knows she need to eat more. She knows she need to lay down. She knows she got to take some aspirin, this, that, and the third. But the thing is, she's not trying to hear that. What she's trying to hear is, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm going to love you. I'm going to hug you. I'm going to kiss you. I'm going to cuddle you for a minute. And I'm just going to cater to you. Now let's go solve the problem. Okay, you hungry? What you want to eat? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think I took it way further than what it was. But either way, put your own work in to be better for that person. Don't just sit here and just be like, oh man, it's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? It's straight. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Or girl, that nigga be back. Nah, put your own work in, and they'll see it. You know, if y'all continue to talk, or even if you just happen to run into each other, they will see the work that you have put in to be better. And that is really just up to them if they are open minded and open hearted enough to accept you, or for you to accept them back into their life, or for them to come back into your life. And also, not sure if y'all believe in the Bible or not, but hopefully this hits you. In the script, I don't know the exact scripture, but in the Bible, love is forgiving, love is kind, love holds no grudges, and
Mm-hmm.
love has a clean
That's
slate.
right.
So, like, when you accept that person back into your life, don't hold whatever they did against them. They are not that person. That is a mistake that they made. And I don't know if that's just me being considerate, but I think that is real, because why would you get back with somebody when you're just gonna, for one, treat them how they treated you, and you're not gonna grow. That's not what love is. That's you trying to get a get back, and you holding that hatred and that evilness in your heart. Like, nah, okay, you stepped on my toes. Damn, bro, you stepped on my shoes, but I forgive you. I'm gonna just wipe these bitches off. We're gonna keep on moving forward. If you go continue to bring up somebody stepping on your shoes to that person all the time, they're not gonna want to be around you. So put your own work in. If you love that person, or if you want to be with that person, remember that love is a clean slate. It's kind, it's nurturing, it's considerate, it's attentive, it's a lot of things. Love is a very, very, very strong word, and I don't think people really realize that. Well, you realize it for one when you don't have it, and you realize it more when you had it and you didn't value it, and now it's gone. So, hey man, just be better, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I want to thank my boy Ja for coming on the pod. You know what I'm saying? More to come like this. I would be dapping Keem up, but he in there. You know what I'm saying?
That boy doing his thing,
Yeah,
man.
he in there doing his thing. So, uh, more like this to come. Like I said, this is the first one, so don't be hating because it ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? This is a work in progress, but we starting. That's all that matters.
And honestly, I think this is fantastic. And if it was me, I would just have a tripod set up, and I wouldn't have no mics like this. So I think you're doing really great. So you good, bro. Just keep going from there.
For sure.
But appreciate you having me on the spiel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it so much. And y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all see the shirt, man. You feel me? Y'all take care of yourself. What?
All right. If you made it this far in the video, first of all, I really appreciate you. Second of all, we only up from here. It's only gonna get better. The quality's only gonna get better. You know, we're only gonna get wiser. Also, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I know you be hearing everybody say that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And stay tuned in for the next episode of the Friday Special Podcast. I'm your host, Friday, aka 1K, aka the Visionary. Yeah, we signed it out, man.